Alright, late in the day, time to work on my stuff again. So, after hours to work on my race crap. So I got this case, I got to finish it up. Let's see where I left off. This cylinder here was 20 thou out of round. So it's 10 thou undersized one way and 10 thou over the other way. Then what this cylinder is, a round is. So I need to try to make this cylinder round without breaking it. So I got to figure out a way of doing that without hurting it too bad. So one way is to put it inside the case halves here with some shims and try to squeeze it. Might do the trick, but this case is so weak for obvious reasons. I don't know if that would really work all that well. If I used the back side, the back of the case would be a lot stronger, obviously. So that would be an option. Try to do something. For now, I'm thinking I'll try something a little quick and easier. Beat on it with a hammer. We'll try that out. Hey, the worst we can do is break it, right? Alright, so let's see what we got here to play with. Step out of my way. Alright, let's see what the problem is again. I don't remember. Okay, that is 10 or 12. And this is huge. See the difference? So the cylinder needs to go this direction. So this is our thick part. This is our weaker part. So you want to try to hit this relatively even on both sides. So one thing, I can take some wood and make a couple of V-blocks and beat on it, try it that way, see what happens. Now is it bent on the bottom also or only on the top? Okay, that's 5 right there. We run out of cylinder to measure. It's 3 thou bigger. So it's bent right on the flange, so I don't see how you can fix it when it's right on the flange. That's pretty hard to, I don't even know how you would bend that right on the flange. That means the whole cylinder would have to buckle. That'd be a lot of force. Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to fix that problem. Right on the flange? I don't think so. Further up? Yeah, a little bit. That'd be bell mount. I might tapered that way. You could probably do something, but yeah, it's even. 14 3/4 there, and way up here at the top. It's 11 there. 13. It's weird, it gets smaller as you go up. Nice. It's 10 way at the top. Bend it. I don't know how you would even bend that cylinder like that. Alright, let's see what this one is over here. This one's square, straight. Yep. Yeah, it's round at the bottom. So how in the hell do you knock a cylinder out around with a thick flange on it? That's a lot of force. That's called a big boom. So I don't see any way of fixing that. That's massively screwed up to make it like that. So Yeah. So I can beat on it, but I'm not going to straighten the flange. It's too thick. So I'm not sure how strong these are. If I put it in the press and crushed it, it would move it, but I'm not sure how strong this material is. It looks like it's some kind of a steel material. I don't know what they make this stuff out of. You hear it's pretty ringy like steel. That takes a ton of force to bend that flange out like that. Yeah. That's 6. Get the bigger one. Alright, so we're about 20 right on the flange. Up here, further up. 22. 2 thou taper from here to here. Not at the tip, but right about this thick part. Okay, let's go see if we can break something. Right now we got a usable set of cylinders, but if we break them, we only have one. Oh well. Life in the big city, right? See what happens. Okay, which side are we bending? This direction. Definitely making a difference. Damn. Surprising. About 3 thou. Not quite. Of course, now we're losing pressure too. So. Yeah, we lost our pressure. 2.5 tons of pressure. Yeah, that makes a big difference. 6 thousandths. Put the pressure back on it. Bleeds off a little bit. It's more. Keep going down. There. That is 7.5 thousandths squeeze with 2 tons of pressure. So we're trying to get to 10. It definitely opens it up when you put pressure on it. Yeah, it makes it more than it makes it bigger here than here. Damn. Okay, let's take the pressure off and see what it is in the free state now. This was at 20. And we're back at 19 and a half. So it moves it, but doesn't stay. This was up at 12 when I had pressure on it. And we're 9 and 9 right now. Yeah. I think it moves quite a bit. I'm shocked. I didn't think these things move that much. So, we know it moves now with pressure. Just a matter how much. Let's find out. Worst you can do is break it. What the hell? One way to find out. Beat on it. I think it's going to take more than that. Back up to 20 now. Went the wrong direction. Concussion wave is more important than the other one. Keep hitting up here, it screws up my... When I hit this with a hammer, it kicks it over. See, hammers don't work as hard as presses. The shock is what you want to bend it. Steady pressure will break stuff. We're getting bigger, 20 and a half. So it looks like the concussion wave is making a bigger change than the actual hitting on it. Got this nice hyper performance label here that didn't really want to damage, but it's right in the way where I want to beat on it. Yeah. It's weird. A little more pressure. If that makes any difference. Drop the mic. Damn it. Keep throwing the mic all over the place by grabbing on shit. It's good for mics. Yeah, we're up to 21 now. Everything I'm doing is making it worse, not better. And we're back at 20 if you have no pressure on it. And depends on where you measure. There's a hole in there somewhere, I guess I was in. Okay, yeah, we're kind of back at 20. Yeah, it depends on where you're at, obviously. All right. So we know pressure affects it. So you need to have pressure on it and shock it so it'll get a new memory and it'll go round. Hopefully not break. But I have no way of doing that. Pounding on it seemed like it didn't do a lot for me. Of course, I have trouble hitting the direction I'm trying to hit it. That's kind of a noticeable hit, right? No, no change. Yeah. Best bet is just to hone it out, or bore it, hone it straight again. Yeah. Well, we tried. It'll move if I hit it hard enough, but it'll probably break too. You really want to be hitting it with something harder, like a brass hammer. Has more oomph to it. You want that shock. The lead has a lot of pressure like a press does, but doesn't have that shock that makes things change. You have to get a new memory in the metal. So if you want it to be a permanent move, you have to shock it pretty good to make it take a new set. So when they blew that motor up, that probably had a pretty good concussion wave in it. And it had a set to it. It set it all right. It moved it pretty heavily. So I don't know how much I can beat on these things before I break it. So I guess I'll just bore the case out a little bit bigger now. We tried fixing it this way. The other options, I can file the cylinder. I probably might like that better myself. I could just go remachine the cylinder. That's probably the best way right there. I don't really want to cut the case any bigger. The cylinder's out of round. So the real fix is just to cut this round again, because it's out of round right at the bottom. The whole thing is. So if I cut the cylinder more rounded, I can put in the case without having to open the case. So I like that idea better. So I think we'll go do that. So that requires me to go work on that machine over there. All right, I'll be back.